I hadn't seen her in 15 years. So much had changed since then. New city, new job, relationships that came and went. I thought I had forgotten everything, that the past was far behind me. But one ordinary evening, as I stepped out of the office to grab a coffee, the world seemed to take a step back. She was standing at the crosswalk looking down at her phone. The same tilt of her head, the same dark auburn hair falling over her shoulders. I could have recognized her anywhere. I thought about just walking past. But then she looked up, and in that instant, the years that had passed no longer mattered. "Tom?" Her voice was the same. I nodded, feeling something shift inside me, memories stirring awake. We ended up in a cafe nearby, sitting across from each other like we used to. It felt strange, like a scene from a dream, a version of reality where we had never lost touch. We talked about everything and nothing, work, family, how fast time flies. I waited for her to mention us, to acknowledge what we once had, but she kept her distance, as if it had never existed. At one point, she laughed at something I said, and for a brief moment, it felt like we were back in time, young, careless, untouched by the weight of years and choices. But then her laughter faded, and the distance between us returned. I took a sip of my coffee, gathering the courage to ask the one question I really wanted answered. "Are you happy?" She hesitated, gripping her cup a little tighter. "I think so," she said, but her eyes told a different story. I wanted to ask more. I wanted to say that maybe but the words wouldn't come out. Her phone buzzed in her pocket. She glanced at the screen, then looked back at me. "I have to go." She smiled, that same smile from all those years ago. "It was really nice seeing you, Tom." She walked out, and within seconds she was gone, swallowed by the crowd. I sat there for a moment, staring into my dark coffee. Then I paid my bill and walked in the opposite direction. Maybe we would never see each other again. Maybe that's how it was meant to be. But as I stepped onto the street, a thought lingered in my mind, one I couldn't quite shake. What if she had been waiting for me to say something? What if I had? Would anything have changed? I glanced back toward the cafe, but she was already gone. And maybe, just maybe, I had let something slip away for the second time.